Officiellement officieux et officieusement officiel. Welcome to Godjo TV.
On est sur Godjo TV. Godjo TV. Yeah. Godjo TV, l'aventure.
Microphone politique. Qui a dit quoi?
Je suis Michel Godin, acteur, novateur, artisan, poète, donc victime depuis 28 ans, 29 ans normalement, puisque j'ai été expulsé sans relogement. Ah mais c'est après ça que j'explique en fait. Donc sans relogement, avec destruction d'œuvres, etc. Donc parce que c'est clairement il y a persécution de la création. Donc on m'a volé, puis on a détruit un nombre d'œuvres de beauté qui sont absolument hallucinantes. Non mais c'est vraiment une saloperie ce système. Puisqu'ils assassinent les mignons, quoi, les gentils, les voyants, c'est-à-dire ceux qui voient, ceux qui sont les créateurs. Voilà, on s'occupe des autistes. Hein, il y a des services pour les autistes et les artistes, ben il n'y a pas. Il n'y a pas de service. Alors que les autistes, on les soigne par les arts. Extraordinaire, hein. Donc alors qu'il n'y a pas de lieu, il n'y a pas de lieu pour les artistes. C'est pas anodin, il n'y a que des musées.
C'est quand tu veux.
Voilà, alors je te montre le texte déjà, je te montre voilà, donc ça c'est la dernière lettre que j'ai envoyée à la présidence de la République. Voilà, c'est donc écrit bleu. Voilà, là il y a des images. Voilà, et voilà, donc c'est voilà, la feuille elle est comme ça, il l'a reçue en recommandé accusé de réception et ils n'ont pas répondu. Voilà, donc le titre c'est Monsieur le Président de la République, voulez-vous arrêter la guerre ? Créer le nouveau monde, envoyé le 8 août 2016. Voilà, toujours pas rien, ils n'existent pas. Tu veux que je te lise alors? Donc le nouveau monde, c'est créer la démocratie. Voilà, je dis toujours la même chose, mais pour la propriété du territoire. Voilà. Donc déjà comprendre qu'un système qui ne loge pas tous ses ressortissants par le droit, mètre carré et qualité du mètre carré, d'être souverain, par code de copropriété n'est pas une démocratie. Donc ça c'est la base qu'il faut comprendre. La démocratie n'a jamais réellement commencé parce que le code de copropriété n'a jamais été créé, le copropriété qui loge tous les ressortissants. Ça c'est voilà. Ça je le réexplique parce que je sais que ça rentre pas puisque c'est un paradigme voilà, c'est le paradigme féodal. Donc n'est pas démocratie née. Voilà. Donc le logement pour tous, un service public du logement, un service national de construction et entretien, un code et une caisse des loyers, un ministère de la copropriété, dépendant du ministère de la Justice, maîtrisant l'économie et la logique du foncier, sont préalables à la démocratie. Donc c'est le préalable. Mais aussi donc la création de lieux et du corps d'État de l'artisan poète, décliné de maisons de quartier, en arches de ville et de cité, en avenir flotte, air, terre, mer, ONU, école d'amour adulte, pour créer des puits, des châteaux d'eau, des greniers à grains, des écoles, intervenir en cas de catastrophe naturelle. En extension, voilà, ça c'est déjà de base. Ouais. Tu veux t'arrêter là?
Mais ça c'est
toujours mon propos.
Mais c'est un programme
c'est le programme Nouveau Monde. Est-ce
que tu veux dire que tu te présentes au présidentiel ou quoi là?
Non, moi je demande justice, je demande qu'on commence la justice. La question, ce que je mets en avant, oui, c'est le fait que la démocratie n'a pas commencé, que la justice n'a pas commencé. Ouais. Donc ça c'est le premier texte. La justice n'a pas commencé puisque le soldat inconnu, s'il ressuscite, c'est un sans-abri. Donc la justice n'a tout simplement pas commencé, alors qu'il est un ressortissant, qu'il est un peuple souverain. Le peuple souverain n'est toujours pas logé. C'est ça que j'essaie de vous faire comprendre. Je sais bien que ça rentre difficilement.
Bien sûr.
Voilà, le peuple souverain, le système n'a toujours pas créé le peuple souverain qui est logé puisqu'il est souverain. Il ne peut pas y avoir un seul souverain qui n'est pas logé. Qu'est-ce que c'est cette histoire? C'est-à-dire, on n'a jamais commencé à cause du code de propriété de Napoléon qu'il a repris chez les Romains. En fait, c'est une vieille histoire. C'est une histoire à la Galilée. On n'a jamais commencé. La planète, elle n'est pas plate, elle est ronde. La démocratie, il ne peut pas y avoir un seul enfant enfants de la patrie sans abri. En synthèse, c'est ça. Alors ça, c'est l'élément premier. Après, donc, le deuxième élément, c'est l'autre réponse, donc la création de lieux et du corps d'état de l'artisan poète. C'est ce qui aurait dû être créé en 1905, quand ils ont fait séparation de l'Église et de l'État, pour créer le vivre ensemble. La création du vivre ensemble n'a jamais été créée. Tout simplement, ça n'a jamais été fait. Normalement, c'est une construction sociétale, c'est-à-dire le vivre ensemble. Il devrait y avoir des lieux, une surface en mètres carrés, puisque tout se passe par le mètre carré, hein, soyons clairs, hein, du territoire. Il devrait y avoir une surface mètre carré équivalente au total de ce qui est consacré pour les théocraties et plus. C'est-à-dire pour le vivre ensemble, qui est avec les raisons de vivre, qui sont le génie et l'amour. Pour l'instant, tout ça n'a pas été mis en existence. On n'a pas commencé, c'est tellement délirant que voilà, donc là j'explique bien, donc enfin à la fin j'explique, je dis donc créer après en avenir planétaire, donc parce que l'histoire c'est créer le nouveau monde après, hein. C'est-à-dire que cette histoire, déjà il faut que le logement pour tous ce soit normalement l'ONU qui exige de tous ses États membres que chacun des enfants de chaque nation qui a signé l'ONU, je veux dire, que tous les présidents de tous les co-signataires, veut dire, logent absolument tous leurs ressortissants. C'est un préalable. C'est un préalable à l'humanité. Voilà, donc ça c'est l'élément premier. De toute façon, tant qu'on commence pas ça, on n'a pas commencé le préalable à l'humanité, le préalable, le principe même de démocratie. Voilà, donc voilà. Attends, la question étant la propriété relative. J'appelle ça la propriété relative. Voilà, donc on n'a pas commencé. Et après, la question du vivre ensemble, créer le vivre ensemble. Donc créer le vivre ensemble universaliste, laïque, et donc le vivre ensemble, donc avec des lieux, avec éventuellement des rituels, avec voilà, une flotte d'intervention planétaire ONU, c'est ce que j'écris. Voilà, c'est-à-dire créer le vivre ensemble, dire qu'il y ait des lieux de quartier, de cités, etc.
Mais en France, on ne parle que de vivre ensemble.
Mais on n'a pas commencé à créer la chose.
Pourtant...
Tu vois bien qu'il y a des tas de communautarisme de tous les côtés. Il y a des colères de tous les côtés. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il n'y a pas l'universalisme qui existe. Il y a toujours pas de lieu pour les adultes pour pouvoir avoir un apprentissage permanent. Pour avoir des lieux où il y a les savoirs. Il n'y a pas de lieu pour les savoirs. Il n'y a pas de lieu pour le génie et des lieux pour le génie et l'amour. Il n'y a pas des lieux pour l'amour. Faire l'amour n'est pas encore mis à l'étude, n'est pas encore pris en considération. C'est pas rien.
J'ai dit
From Taiwan, it's very, very grateful to have this event. Thank you for having me. I enjoy this event so much. I hope everyone enjoy this wonderful journey. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dance.
Et sans plus attendre, voici nos perles de la rue.
Présente-toi un peu, comment tu t'appelles? Comme ça, je t'embête plus quand tu descends.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Traoré.
Ouais.
Je suis de la Guinée-Conakry et je fais du football, mais pas encore professionnel, car c'est mon rêve d'être professionnel un jour. Mais en attendant, je fais des spectacles de rue de temps en temps, je fais quelques émissions, quelques événements. Ouais. Voilà, surtout n'hésitez pas à aller sur mon site internet www.iya.fr. Okay. ia.fr.
D'accord.
Et voilà, j'espère que le spectacle va vous plaire. À tout à l'heure, je vous laisse regarder.
Merci.
Ça c'est pour Godjo TV.
Yes.
Il y a Traoré sur la place. Yes, ça.
Ça va tout le temps.
Il faut 2-3 ans quoi. Tu vois. Bon, après là j'ai fait un spectacle classique. Normalement mon spectacle c'est pas vraiment ça parce que comme aujourd'hui il fait froid. J'ai voulu changer un peu de look, m'habiller un peu en petit parisien pour donner un peu chaud, mais bon. Donc on essaie de faire en gros un petit spectacle commercial quoi. Normalement le vrai show.
Et
allez voir le site internet.
Il faut aller sur le site pour voir. D'accord. Il faut surtout qu'on t'appelle aussi pour des contrats. C'est ça le plus important. Hein.
Exactement.
Ouais. D'accord. En tout cas, moi j'ai été heureux.
Merci.
Qui s'appelle comment?
Ça s'appelle blues.
Cherche pas ça, tu verras bien.
Ça s'appelle blues du flows, monsieur. Blues du flows.
D'accord.
Tu verras délirer. On va les réveiller un peu le peuple. Regarde, tu vois, le truc.
C'est bon, oui?
Ouais.
Bon, bah, bien.
Je vais chanter le blues, pam pam pam, ouais le blues, pam pam pam, dans le blues, c'est pas le blues, puisque le blues, c'est le blues, putain le blues, le blues, le blues.
Et voici maintenant Startrotar.
S'il vous plaît, on accueille le grand Michel.
Si on achète derrière la celui-ci, et ça me garde, petit va et ça me chatouille, ça me gazouille, ça me donne pas délivrer. Je te bénise, derrière l'église, fais pas m'en empêcher. Dieu me pardonne, je suis la bonne du culé.
Ok, merci. Et maintenant, on accueille Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Ok, yo d'accord. Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. 익숙해 보이지만 그땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가려치는 많은 노출보다 약한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 선호해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 너는 선호해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선호해 근육보다 사상이 옳던
Et maintenant, je vous présente Laure, s'il vous plaît.
Quand on partait sur les chemins à bicyclette, nous étions quelques bons copains. Il y avait Fernand, il y avait Firmin, il y avait Francis et Sébastien.
Et puis Paulette.
On était comme un modèle, on se sentait pousser les ailes à bicyclette. Sur les petits chemins de terre, souvent comme on fait, pour ne pas mettre de terre. Devant Paulette, au déclin du cœur, c'est la fille du facteur, à bicyclette.
Et la Pologne, et le Liban, et le Salvador, ils connaissent pas la formation de ces mecs-là, c'est défrayé pour le bourgeois. À Kouzari, Zayatola, faites gaffe demain, il va faire loi. Et à part ça, eh bien ça va. S'il se passe quelque chose, on vous le dira.
Il y a ma gonzesse qui rentre dans la gueule, qui me dit qu'est-ce que tu fais ce panté là? T'en as pas marre de ces mariages? T'en as pas marre de ces troncs-là? Moi je dis, j'en ai rien à foutre, je préfère rester foot.
Après je me suis regardé Dallas, les phoctons fous et dégueulasses, ça fait frémir le propulo de voir tous ces enfants de Sao, ces ricains, ces PO, qui nous prennent vraiment pour les cons. Au lieu de la classe,
Bienvenue dans Enquête parallèle. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes avec l'association Handicap International. On découvre.
L'objectif, pourquoi
Est-ce que vous pouvez m'interviewer avec mon collègue?
D'accord.
Il est quand même
ouais.
assez atypique.
Ok.
Ouais.
Salut. Savoir ce que c'est, ça représente un handicap international.
Alors aujourd'hui c'est pour lutter contre, comme tu peux le voir là, tout ce qui est les mines antipersonnelles et les bombes à sous-munitions, qui sont des petits objets de couleur qui sont balancés depuis des avions.
Oui.
Et les gamins dans les pays concernés trouvent des petites billes de couleur et jouent avec et explosent, donc du coup ils sont mutilés, bras, jambes. Et c'est pour ça notamment qu'il y a la pyramide de chaussures pour symboliser le fait que ces personnes-là n'ont pas forcément de membres pour porter les chaussures, et donc on fait une grosse collecte là-bas sur la place de la Bastille pour venir en aide un petit peu et pour sensibiliser à toute cette situation.
D'accord.
Voilà.
Ok, donc c'est un combat...
ouais, c'est un combat qui dure depuis, je crois, une trentaine d'années.
Ouais.
Contre toutes les mines et les bombes à sous-munitions, c'est l'intitulé des billes de couleur.
Ouais. D'accord. Ça fait à quoi les chaussures là?
Vous enregistrez? Ah, bon, vous connaissez Handicap International?
Je connais.
Bon, voilà. Donc les chaussures symbolisent les gens qui sautent sur les mines antipersonnelles.
D'accord.
Voilà, et à la fin donc c'est le symbole. Il faut signer la pétition pour demander que les mines ne soient plus fabriquées, plus utilisées et que les pays soient déminés. Après les chaussures sont récupérées, données à un relais. Voilà, vous avez tout.
Ok, merci.
Donc la pyramide des chaussures, ça a lieu tous les ans, aux alentours du mois de septembre-octobre, parce que même s'il y a des avancées chaque année, le combat continue. Il y a encore des pays qui n'ont pas signé, et il y a encore des pays qui utilisent ces bombes. Donc voilà, on reste mobilisés, on essaye d'avoir le plus de signatures possible pour donner du poids aux actions de handicap international.
Ok, merci.
Voilà.
Que deviennent les chaussures qu'on récolte après?
Tout simplement, les chaussures, elles sont récupérées par l'association Le Relais,
qui les donne ou les revend à des nécessités, tout simplement, en France. Comme Emmaüs, tout ça. Voilà. Voilà.
Merci beaucoup.
De rien, monsieur. Au revoir. Ceux qui veulent adhérer au mouvement, il y a le site internet d'Handicap International et on peut signer les pétitions pour être informé de ce qui se passe avec Handicap International.
D'accord.
L'adresse c'est pyramidedechaussures.fr avec des traits d'union entre chaque mot. Pyramidedechaussures.fr. Sinon sur le site d'Handicap International, il y a un renvoi direct sur la page de la pyramide de chaussures. Donc handicapinternational.fr.
D'accord.
Voilà.
Merci, c'est ce que je voulais savoir. Ok. Bon. Merci pour le travail que vous faites.
La faille. Bonjour. Vous êtes à Transmission, le journal officiel des 3W.web. Question. Pourquoi sommes-nous si impuissants devant cette pauvreté généralisée qui frappe notre monde? D'accord. Depuis toujours, un ordre économique aigu, avec des logiques de guerre, règne sur l'humanité tout entière, entraînant chaque jour l'exclusion des plus pauvres dans les pays riches, les pays pauvres étant déjà exclus du système économique. C'est un choix, une volonté politique, si vous voulez. Aussi maladroit que cela puisse être, le désir, je parle, l'autosatisfaction et l'égoïsme, oui, c'est un choix. Oui, il est spirituel et matériel. Ah oui, c'est montrer toujours plus fort que l'autre. Mais dis-moi, pourquoi on va toujours dans le mauvais sens, hein? Ridiculiser ou rendre l'autre pauvre. La. D'accord, nous avons donc les moyens de remplacer la pauvreté par la richesse. Juste une question de volonté politique. Météo. Il a fait beau et il va faire beau. À bientôt. Et maintenant, derrière cette porte, la majorité invisible.
Bonjour, c'est Loana pour notre mini-festival reggae.
Bonjour, bienvenue sur Godjo TV, I Love Song Radio pour le Reggae Session Festival. On est aujourd'hui avec Mereman qui est présent au Reggae Session Festival sur la scène de Pond River. So greetings Mereman.
Yes, thank you very much, Sister Cathy. Yeah, man, respect Joe. You know, it's nice to be here in this festival for the first time. Yeah, man, thank you very much, yes.
So you perform in many festivals every time. What do you think about the Reggae Session Festival?
Well, yes, it's a nice setting, you know, because I'm at the daytime by the river with the sound system. In the daytime to keep the people in the camping cool. And also in the evening they have a good setting for the main stage. So yes, it's quite nice. I enjoy the settings and the way they organize their stuff.
What is the best place to play?
Well, really, for me, everywhere is the best place to play because it's nice when people call me to come and entertain, you know, in the dance halls and the shows and the festivals and the sessions. So I'm just happy to be everywhere to spread the music that I play for everybody.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us about your beginning in music?
Well, my beginning in music started when I was about 14 years old, but it started earlier from that when I was listening to my father's music because every year we used to go back to Jamaica for holidays and they used to buy the record Studio One, Treasure Isle, and you know, and bring back all the tracks of Jamaica back home. You know, so every time he's playing those music in England, it reminds him back when we was in Jamaica. So I always remember he played certain tracks that I love. So it, you know, it grew on me from very early age, and then from 14 is when I started to move with sound system.
Mm-hmm. What you remind about that period, 80s, 90s, when you start?
Well, for me it was at 14 it was a big fascination, you know, and. You know what I mean, growing up and seeing sound systems moving into clubs and dance hall with big boxes and, you know, and you hear the big bass playing and the place rumbling. It was great fascination to see what was going on, and I was very young and used to always go to the session and would never get in because I'm too young. And I would be outside listening and looking through the window to feel the vibes of what was going on. So in those times, you know what I mean, a lot of Rasta and roots music was playing, you know what I mean, you know, and this music was coming from Jamaica, you know what I mean, so I was enjoying that vibes, and it still reminds me of my father's music because this music was coming from Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. With which songs we start?
Alright, we start with a song called Virgo Sound, yeah, that was only based in Birmingham City, and it was a party song, not a champion. We're not looking for a champion. We just play at parties and clubs and some dance halls, you know. And you know, it was a group of friends in my area that made the song together and work. You know, I was just a singer and a selector for the sound system in the 80s. When it came to the 90s, I moved to a song called Livewire, which was a bigger sound. You know what I mean? Again, we spread the network, and Livewire was a big sound in that time. And that was the time of the digital age, you know, Slenteng and all them tunes they started to release, and new artists coming and so forth. So, you know, Livewire was more of the dancehall more than the roots. You know, we had the roots, but it was more dancehall, you know.
Mm-hmm. And what you remind about your first recording? What was your first recording?
Yeah, my first recording was when I was in a studio. You know what I mean? I was learning music at this time and learning how to engineer. You know what I mean? And I built a track called I Talk to My Baby on the Telephone, you know? You know what I mean? And it was kind of a crossover like hip-hop reggae, you know? And it was my first track I ever sing in a studio, you know?
Is a good remind?
Believe me, I still have the cassette, you know, you remember them times of cassette? I still have the cassette, you know, so, you know, we treasure these first items of when we first went into a studio and tried something.
Mm-hmm. Tell us now about your influences and inspirations.
Well, for my inspiration, you know, once again it comes from my father's music, because when we was in Jamaica, we used to listen to, my daddy used to go to a festival and take us, and you know what I mean, we used to listen to a song called V-Rocket in Jamaica, and we used to listen to all these new tunes that was coming out, you know. I was in Jamaica when Real Rock come out, I was in Jamaica when Every Day is a Holiday, all them tunes that come out, Money in My Pocket, you know what I mean, Dennis Brown. I was actually in Jamaica on holiday when these tunes were actually out, so, you know what I mean, to gather a group of artists that I could mention, I have to mention all of them because they influenced me in my music. You you know what I mean? It goes way back to my father's music, you know, Laurel Atkins, you know what I mean, Derrick Morgan, you know what I mean? You know, it go deep, you know what I mean? You know, to my father's music, you know what I mean? And the Treasure Island, the Studio One stuff, you know what I mean? So every artist in the reggae business, yeah, stemming from Jamaica, give me the influences that I need to build my character out, the vibes that I want to carry.
Because you have a style very eclectic, so you have many influences from everywhere.
Yeah, of course, because sometimes it's not only reggae music. You know, many artists tell you this as well, that R&B, gospel music, you know what I mean? You know, a little bit of hip-hop, crossover singing. You know, all these music are influenced in reggae music, Motown and stuff. So, you know what I mean? You know, our influences come from all different genre of music that's singing English, you know?
Yes. You are singer, but also producer. So what motivates you to develop your own label, Mellow Vibes?
Okay, the first time I went into a studio, yeah, my mind wanted to work very fast. You know, I see the man play the keyboard, I want to play it, and I want to learn. So even at a very early age, like 16 and 17, I had opportunity to go in a studio because I could sing. So, you know, I proved myself to the people that I can sing a song and do something constructive. And at the same time, I wanted to play a part and learn to play the keyboard, to know the notes that I would like to have songs in my head, because I have songs in my head, and sometimes I'm singing them in my mind when I'm walking or driving in the street. And it's nice to know that when you are alone, you can get the keyboard and you can find the melodies to match the song. You know what I mean? So, you know, my interest of learning to build a rhythm as well as sing was a great fascination and interest.
You also produce artists from your neighborhood, like Tenasta, Claire Angel, Al Capone, Diamond Mr. Rastweed.
Yes.
Is from your neighborhood.
Yes. All these people you mentioned, yes, are definitely from my neighborhood, you know, and respect to all of them too, you know. Yes. Yes, we have many singers in Birmingham, and as you know, in England we have many descendants of Jamaican people there. So, you know, there are many Jamaican people who grow in reggae music, just like myself, who come and want to flex them reggae music all over. And when I hear them with good style, yeah, I want it for the label, you know.
With which artists you prefer to work?
All of them, because when we are in the studio to make the music, you know, it's smiling face and joy, you understand? Yeah, it's the love of music that make me generate this thing, you know what I mean? You know, so it's the love and the joy. So with me, the label name Mellow Vibes, you see me? And a pure smiling face, you know what I mean? And we have to smile and we have to listen to the rhythm, and from them like the rhythm and them say, yes, we can sing this and sing that. We start to work on it directly. So working with all of them is great and fun, you know what I mean? And you know, at the very end of the sessions with all of the artists, when they actually leave the studio and I wake up in the morning and I listen back the track again, is when I know it's good music, you know? You know, the artists work good. So all of them, I love them with enough respect, you know?
Yes, what has given you the greatest satisfaction in music?
Well, the greatest satisfaction in music was when I was younger. Yeah, when I was young, and I see all these records coming out, and I started to go to the studio. I wanted to find myself on a 7-inch of somehow, you know what I mean, putting out a track. And obviously, I didn't know anybody who had a record label, you know what I mean? I didn't know anybody who had a record label, so I investigated and tried to find out, you know, how to register a label and make a name that nobody don't have, and get it locked down, you know. So that's how me build Mellow Vibes, and we did put out my first tune called Just Send Them, you know. So the greatest thing that I enjoy about reggae music is that even though some of the music I've done that are great have been a few years have gone now, you understand? Yeah, the people them still love it, you know what I mean? And them giving me a lot of respect, you know what I mean? So in the music, you know what I mean, it's just a joy to know that people love the music and the vibes that I push and the liberty that me I live, you know? So I give respect to the people who enjoy what I do. Thank you.
What is the message you want to spread through your music? The principal message.
All right. When I was growing up, I listened a lot of lovers rock, and I listened a lot of roots music. And you know, as you know, roots music is the poor people cry, you know, crying about oppression and you know, politicians and governments, you know, and the way them dealing with the people. And you know what I mean, to keep the roots music real is the only way we keep the thing positive. So, you know, anybody who doing music, yeah, it's just love and reality we are dealing with, you know. So we just try to keep it real as possible, you know. So you know.
What is your vision of the world?
My vision of the world? My vision of the world, I got no comment because, you know, the world cannot go on like this. You understand? It was written in Revelation, you know what I mean? Sometimes some people always say them a follow the roots music, but do they read their Bible, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The main thing is you gotta think about what it's written in the book of Revelation, you know what I mean? So the world cannot go on like this. You know what I mean? You know, discrimination, racism, you know what I mean? Capitalism, you know what I mean? You know, all these things, you know what I mean? You know, there's many things I could mention, you know what I mean? But the world can't go like carry on like this. You know what I mean? You know, so right now, we just read up the book and we are preaching the knowledge, and a lot of artists are preaching the same knowledge and records, and some of them come with a very strong message also. So, you know what I mean? We are keep it real to the biblical message, yeah, of why we are here on earth. You understand? We have to know why we are here on earth. See? We are not here to rule alone and make our own decision. See?
You're Rasta.
Of course.
And what is your vision of Rastafari?
My vision of Rastafari is my vision of Rastafari is just peace, love, tranquility, yeah, yeah, honor and respect the commandments that was laid for us. See, Rastafari don't have no book and no federation of going to make a place in Ethiopia with the Rastafari Federation. We all have a place there, and we should go there and donate there. So the main thing is, and I give thanks and praise to the Almighty, Jesus Christ, and Selassie I come in the lineage of King David. You see it? So that is how I see Rastafari.
So, but what do you think of the evolution of the dub stage since the early days till now? Because now maybe the reggae music is more, how can I say that? You know, now maybe the message is no more powerful like before. I mean, the people them come in the dance not for the message.
Yeah, well, you know, you have music. You have music that is like dance music, and dub music has changed. You know what I mean? And it's like dance music. It's like commercial dance music, and you know what I mean. Easy songs are sung on these tracks, where people think them sound good. You know what I mean? And remember, we're living in an era where computer and software for a studio is widely available to the consumer. So therefore, everybody is building rhythms and dubs, you know. And a lot of it is turned into trance, techno dub, and all these kind of ways to keep the people dancing. So the dub music and the message has been taken away because people want to more dance than to listen to the message. So first thing, to start sound system is you play the vocal first to lead the people. And then after you play the version where you have a mic man that talk to the people. If him is an entertainer, he will entertain the people with either singing, DJing, or talking, crossing over the music, you know. But right now, it's getting a bit far-fetched because a lot of people making only steppers and forgetting about the one-drop conscious message, seeing the real roots music. When I'm in the studio, I learn a lot of things with different musicians and different transitions in music. And I try my best to keep the reggae in my music and not take it away into techno and into trance dub, because in Europe we see a lot of that. The public seem to like it, and you're right, but the message is being lost and there's nothing nobody can do about it.
What is the difference with the dub stage in France and the dub stage in England?
Well, the dub stage in England is still pushing a conscious message because we have Abashanti, Channel 1, you know what I mean, Antilles, you know what I mean, Word, Sound and Power, you know what I mean, you know, Irish and Steppers. We have these sounds that still pushing a conscious message, and it's always the vocal first and the version, so entertainers and the mic man can do his thing, you know what I mean. And if you think about the ground roots of it, yeah, it's still stemming to roots music. So if people are lost by only going to the session just to listen to the dub, yeah, them still have to get the message first. Yeah.
But you love France because you have make many collaboration with French people, and you come often in this country.
Yeah, that's right. Because I see a lot of when I first came to Paris.
Zayangit?
No, I came with Roots Thing Sound, you know. When I first came to Paris, I met some producers, and Mellow Vibes had 2 tunes out at the time, so I was selling them while I was playing with Roots Thing Sound System. And being in Paris, I found out that, you know, a lot of people have studio, they want to get involved with music, they have a production already, they're ready to cut a vinyl, and they're ready to do sesame paper. So I've done a lot of collaboration with French producers, you know what I mean, to spread the network of my vibes, you know, a bit further to the people, which has connected to the people, which I'm very joyful for, you know what I mean.
But what will you make you feel good in France, like at home?
Yes, because you know, after a few times, I realized now it's 20 years I've been coming to France, doing session and shows, and visiting friends and bringing people from England to see Paris. So, you know what I mean? You know, it's just been a joy to come to France and been to many places in France, and also Switzerland and Austria, you know what I mean, Amsterdam, Belgium, Spain, you know what I mean, you know, this part of Europe, you know, where we have a big federation of people who love reggae music and have a little dancehall session in them little cities or towns, you know what I mean, you know, so it's nice to know that, you know what I mean, we have a third home, and we have England, Jamaica and Europe.
Yes, you welcome Europe, you welcome everywhere. You work with many sound systems. What is your favorite sound actually?
No, please. Yeah, all of them is my friend. So I mean, I can't mention one sound and leave out the other, because, you know, as you know, in Europe there are many sound systems. There are many sound systems now in Europe you know what I mean, right now more than the UK, you know what I mean, so, you know, there is too many songs to mention. I love them all because I work with them all. These are the guys who buy my music and play my music, and when I come to play with them, they're happy. So you know, and when we see jolly people, I want to work and give the people back my vibes. So every sound system, we love them.
But there is some that you would like collaborate with now. Maybe one you never collaborate with.
Yes, yeah. There's one and two. You know what I mean? There's one and two. Yeah. I never take the mic for on channel 1 before, and it's only been about 2 or 3 times with Abashanti. So it would be nice to you know, jump on board and just cut 2 style and in a session with them and let the people them feel a good vibes, you know. But yeah, you know what I mean? You know, not before the time, it's gonna come, you know? It's gonna come.
Yeah, hope so. Most artists view the sound system as a stepping stone and then sing with a band. Why are you still singing in sound system? Would you like to perform with a band more often?
Okay, the first thing I would like to say is, yeah, everybody who know me know the music I do, yeah, and I have opportunity to make a band either in the UK or in Europe, so the cost can be low. And what's happening is everybody want to keep Murrayman on a sound system level, you know, because I don't know the reason why, because I've done my work, I've done my album, and the next one is coming next year. And yes, I'm ready to perform with a band because I work with many bands. I have a band in the UK and one in Europe, so they have my music. I just send them the new ones and one rehearsal and we are ready, you know. But right now, many festivals seem to want to just keep me on a sound system level in the dub corner to keep, you know, the dub crew happy, you know what I mean?
Why you like the sound system so much to stay?
Well, not really, because, you know, the sound system level is more of an open freestyle movement, you understand? You know what I mean? You can pull up the rhythm and you can, you know, the rhythm can change and, you know, it's not a set program, you know what I mean? But obviously, I'm very experienced working with bands, and the thing is, I haven't put myself out to do work with bands yet, because once again, you know what I mean? Most of these festivals just want to keep me on a sound system level.
We go to tell them. So, Murrayman have to play. What advice would you give to up-and-coming musician and any youth out there with a dream to be a musician and singer?
Well, the first thing to be a musician and singer is perfect your style. Know what you are doing, know what you're singing about, invest in yourself, and you know what I mean, and you know, get ready to take criticism of what people think of you, and also push on forward, you know what I mean, because a lot of people are being held back in the music industry, you know what I mean, a lot of good people in the business are being held back in the music industry, and there are plenty of artists who are not recognized in this music industry. So right now, we have to move forward. So I would tell them to keep going, yeah, and keep the spirit of the music alight, because I am a die-hard musician. You know what I mean? So me wanted to be a singer from a very young age, and a DJ and a soul man, and now I have a studio and I'm doing a lot of producing. It's nice to produce with all of these artists, and now these artists are them boss and them find them one way, and I'm happy. I'm happy for everybody, you know. So right now you have to keep going, learn to take criticism and learn to take talking in the studio to get the music right.
Can you tell us about your new project, new production, LP, EP?
Yeah, well, in the past year, I've been traveling around so much that I didn't get time to go in the studio and sit down and start to build back music. Also, I lost one of my hard drives with a lot of Mellow Vibes production. So, you know what I mean, I had to build back again. So, I started to work back with Roots thing, you know, big him up every time. I've been working with Ashanti Sila, playing the keyboards for me on some of the Mellow Vibes rhythm. I've been working with Prince Jammer as well in the studio, and we've been building some rhythm there again. You know what I mean? So we've been building a big catalogue of rhythms back again for the music I had lost. You know what I mean? Also I had to bring in back a few singers to sing back the song, to get it, to do it again, because we lost them and we're going to produce them. And also, you know, I've been working with Junior Rai, as you know. You know what I mean? I've been having him in last year, and we make some good collaborations of music, and he's there to learn English, and him sing very good, and him have a very good tone. I think he's ready, and the next production will be from Junior Rai and myself. He will be on a 12-inch. Junior Rai will be on one side, and I myself will be on the other side. And then after that we have a Raphaelia album, Mellow Vibes, coming out. Yeah, that should be soon coming next year. Also I have an album coming around about the same time, so you know, I have a lot of work to do, but everything is almost complete because Raphaelia album is already completed. It's just mix and master now, and we're ready to go ahead, and we just finalize up and, you know, everything ready. So first is the Junior Rai 12-inch, and then it will be the Raphaelia album, CD album, and we will make some showcase album on vinyl for the sound system market. So we'll have it 2 ways, and my album will be the same. We'll have it on disco mix just for the good tunes for the sound system market.
You have also a project with Mackie Banton, no?
Yes, we have a project with Mackie Banton. We're just in the discussion of getting it together. We've already picked a date when he has to come in and do some work. So we're just waiting for the summer season to finish, and when winter time comes, we're ready to get back to work, you know, in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a last message for the listener?
Yeah, I would like to thank everybody who love the music I do for the people, you know, and respect everybody, and everybody at home, my family, and everybody who work with me in Mellow Vibe Studio, my friends. Some of them are not musicians or into music, but they know what I do, and respect everybody, the people, you know. So I bless the people them who love the music I do. Rastafari bless.
Thanks, Noriman, for this interview. Blessed love.
Blessed.
All the warriors of France, Spain, Italy and Europe. We are warrior, oh we are warrior, oh we are warrior, praising the Father. We are warrior, oh we are warrior, oh we are warrior, praising the Father. Hey, we give back the praise every day of our lives. What Bob Marley said, I will never give up the fight. Say everybody in the world, get together and let's all unite. Right now Babylon, they just have to go survive. Have to break them down, break them down. And he say, ooh, we got to break them down, break them down. No matter what them do or say, say that I lead the way. Oh, say we are warrior, oh we are warrior, oh we are warrior, praise you Father. We are warrior, oh we are warrior, oh we are warrior, praise you Father. All the French warriors, put up your hand, yeah. And we present, you know, the concrete lion. And when we sing again, come and play raw, lion, come and play raw, lion, come and play raw, lion, every lion, come and play raw, lion, come and play raw, lion, gonna make it raw. Raw like a lion, raw like a lion. Heavy to giant, again we are warrior. Oh, we are warrior, oh, we are warrior. We praise the Father. Oh, we are warrior, oh, we are warrior. Oh, we are warrior. We praise the Father. Hey, all the warriors of the world.
À bientôt sur Godjo TV.